Good morning, and welcome to this slow and basic morning yoga flow to help you get connected to your body and to allow yourself some time to set your intentions for the day. We will begin by finding a comfortable seated position, giving yourself a few moments here to arrive on your mat, allowing yourself to be present for the next 20 minutes without distractions on purpose. Bringing your awareness to your breath, following your inhales and your exhales. If it's helpful, you can place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Begin to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. As you inhale, consciously send the breath into the belly, allowing it to rise. And as you exhale, feel the belly fall. Continuing to breathe in this way, but tuning your attention into your heart. Beginning to contemplate what your intention for the day is. If you are unsure, you can ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? Is it loved, nurtured, whole, joyful, maybe inspired? Setting and living your intentions allows you to focus on who you are in the moment, to recognize and live your values, and to raise your emotional energy, which in turn raises your physical energy too. When you get clear on how you want to feel, you can make clear decisions that create the life you truly desire to live. The moment you tap into the feeling, you get your power back. Encouraging you to use this morning's flow to solidify your intention and to really connect to the feeling. Tuning back into the breath now. Slowly beginning to bring movement into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Slowly rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Inhaling, rising the arms up, palms touch. Exhaling, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise again, this time clasping the hands, pushing the palms towards the ceiling, dropping the chin towards the chest. Really reaching those palms up, breathing into both sides of the body. Pulling the chin towards the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. On the next exhale, releasing the hands, swooping them behind you, clasping them behind the back. Inhaling, broadening the chest, gaze looks up. Breathing into the front of the shoulders, the chest. Beginning to soften the heart here. On the next exhale, releasing the hands, bringing the hands to the thighs, beginning to roll the shoulders backwards. Nice and slow. And then rolling them forwards. Beginning to roll the neck out by doing half circles by following your chin along the chest. Moving slowly and pausing in any areas that feel a little bit tight this morning and just taking an extra breath there. Bringing the neck back to neutral, bringing the left arm out by the sides, inhaling the right arm up over, reaching with that right arm, breathing into the right side of the body, creating space between the ribs with each breath. And beginning to link movement with breath. On the inhale, rise up slightly, and as you exhale, begin to reach over a little bit more. Inhaling to rise, exhaling to reach. On the next inhale, rising all the way up, releasing the arm. Inhaling the left arm up this time, reaching over, relaxing the shoulders away from the ear. Again, breathing into the left side of the body this time. Inhaling, rising slightly. Exhaling to reach. Finding that dance between movement and breath. On the next inhale, rising all the way up, exhaling the arms down, bringing the hands out in front of you on the floor and just beginning to walk the hands out, bringing your chest to rest on the legs, relaxing the shoulders and the neck, slowly beginning to open up the hips. On the next inhale, walking your hands back towards the legs. This time you're just going to switch the way you're seated. So just crossing your legs the opposite way. Exhale, slowly begin to walk the hands back out in front of you. Having your legs cross this way may feel a little bit awkward and you might not be used to it. Just noticing the subtle differences between the way your legs are crossed now compared to before. Noticing without judgment. On the next inhale, slowly walking the hands back towards the legs, tuning back into the breath. Big breath in, exhale through the mouth. Slowly making your way into a tabletop position now. Stacking your wrists directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, pushing the floor away from you. As you inhale, begin to drop the belly, lift the heart, gaze looks up for cow. Exhale, begin to round the spine towards the ceiling, dropping the neck last for cat. Inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts, gaze looks up. Exhale, rounding the spine towards the sky, dropping the neck last. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze looks up. Exhale, rounding the spine, pushing the floor away from you, really emphasizing the cat. Inhale, drop the belly for cow. On the next exhale, come back to a neutral spine, tucking the toes, preparing for downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lifting the hips up and back, bringing the chest towards the thighs. Slowly walking the feet out here, bending one knee at a time, gently swaying the hips. Finding a couple deep breaths here, warming into your downward dog, getting comfortable. On the next exhale, bringing the knees back down to the floor, finding our puppy dog pose. So keeping the hips elevated, walk the hands out in front of you, bringing your chest towards the ground. With every exhale, allowing the heart to surrender towards the earth. stretching out the shoulders, the lower back. On the next inhale, coming back to tabletop. And then as you exhale, come back into your child's pose, knees nice and wide, big toes touching, hips come towards the heels, chest and head towards the floor, arms out in front of you. Breathing deeply into the belly. On the next inhale, rise back to tabletop, tucking the toes. Inhale, lifting the hips up and back, finding downward facing dog. Deep breath into the belly. On the next inhale, begin walking your feet towards your hands, coming into a forward fold, allowing the top half of your body to rest over the legs. Chest comes towards the thighs. I encourage you to take a slight bend in the knees, allowing the shoulders and neck to relax, grabbing opposite elbows. Releasing the elbows, inhale, come halfway up, bringing the palms to the shins. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, coming halfway up again, nice long spine. Exhaling, folding forward. On the next inhale, rise all the way up this time. Arms swoop overhead, palms touch, gaze looks up. Exhaling, hands come to the heart. Preparing for a back bend. Imagining that you have a pair of jeans on and you're tucking your hands into the back pockets, squeezing the elbows together. Exhale, begin to lean back into the hands, opening the chest. Gaze looks slightly up. On the next inhale, slowly coming back up to standing. Inhaling, exhaling. On the next inhale, arms rise, gaze looks up. Exhale, folding forward, nice and slow. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Exhaling, planting the hands in the mat, stepping your feet back into a plank, dropping the knees. Exhale, lowering through chaturanga, elbows tight. Inhale, swooping the chest forward slightly, baby cobra, squeezing the elbows. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, coming back to a tabletop, tucking the toes back into downward facing dog, walking the feet out. Deep breath. On the next inhale, rise the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the knee in towards the chest, flicking the foot between the hands, finding a lunge, dropping the back knee. Inhaling, arms rise, making sure that your ankle and knee are in alignment with the front leg. Inhale to reach, exhale to lunge. On the next exhale, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, opening up to the right. Right hand comes behind you, gaze over right shoulder. A gentle spinal twist here. On the next inhale, coming forward, both hands come to the inside of the front leg, walking the front foot out slightly, option to roll onto the outside of that foot, allowing the knee to fall open. Taking a few deep breaths into the hip here. Maybe even swaying the knee back and forth, encouraging it to open up. Bringing the hands to the outside of the foot. Inhale, back knee up. Exhale, front foot to meet back foot, finding downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up this time. Exhale, left knee to chest, flicking the foot between the hands, finding your low lunge, dropping the back knee. Inhaling, arms rise. Breath into the belly. As you exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Left arm opens up. Gaze looks over left shoulder. On the next inhale, coming forward, both hands to the inside of the left leg, walking the left foot out, rolling to the outside of the foot. Knee comes open. Gently opening the left hip here, maybe feeling it in the right hip flexor as well. Gently moving the knee, encouraging the hip to open up. Bringing the hand to the outside of the foot again, tucking the toe, lifting the back knee, front foot meets the back foot, finding downward facing dog once again. Deep breath here. On the next exhale, begin dropping your knees towards the floor, finding your child's pose again. Pausing here for a few breaths. On the next inhale, begin to walk your hands towards the knees, coming to an upright position, swinging the legs out in front of you, bringing both soles of the feet together, hands clasp around the toes, nice and tall. Exhale, begin folding over the feet. Chest comes towards the feet. You can allow a little bit of rounding here. On the next inhale, rise back up, allowing the legs to come out in front of you, coming onto your back. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a nice squeeze here. Maybe rocking from side to side or back and forth, massaging out the lower back. Soles of the feet come towards the mat, about hips width apart. Fingers graze the back of the heels, arms on the floor. Inhale, begin to lift the hips up towards the sky for bridge pose. Tucking the chin slightly, gently engaging the glutes. As you exhale, begin to slowly lower yourself back down, one vertebrae at a time, nice and controlled. Exhale, bringing the knees back and towards the chest for one more squeeze. Arms out into a T. As you exhale, allow the knees to fall to the left side of the room. Gaze comes over right shoulder. Gently relaxing the muscles in the face. Noticing your heart beating. Inhale, knees come back to chest. Exhaling, knees fall to the right this time. Gaze over left shoulder. On the next inhale, knees come back towards the chest, giving yourself one last squeeze, bringing a gentle smile to the face, releasing the knees, finding your final Shavasana here, legs extending out in front of you, arms down by the sides, palms facing the sky, allowing yourself to be open and relaxed here. Making any final adjustments here to find a place where you can be still for the next few moments. Bringing awareness into your face, allowing the muscles around the eyes to soften, creating space between the teeth, allowing the tongue to relax away from the roof of the mouth. Allowing your shoulders and neck to relax. Bringing awareness into the arms, the wrists, the hands, and the fingers. Allowing the arms to become nice and heavy. Bringing awareness to the chest, the abdomen, feeling the connection of your back on the mat, allowing yourself to sink into the mat, knowing that the earth is there to catch you. Relaxing the hips, noticing the legs, the thighs, the hamstrings, the knees, the calves, the shins, moving down to the ankles, the feet, and the toes, allowing the lower limbs to become heavy as well. Finding a place of ease and relaxation, allowing today's practice to penetrate the body, the mind, and the soul. Coming back to your intention that you set at the beginning of the class. Cultivating a little bit of gratitude here, tuning into the heart, knowing that you just took a step in the right direction this morning, starting the day off on the right foot with an intention to take you through the day, feeling a sense of appreciation for the last 20 minutes that you took to take care of yourself. Taking this gratitude with you throughout the rest of the day and into the rest of your week.